Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Gina of Gina Renee RN Budgets. I'm a zero-based budgeter who uses the cashless system to assist me on my journey to financial and debt freedom. So if you're new here, I do videos all about saving money. So don't even trip. Hit the subscribe button. As soon as I start recording, here go my dog clowning as usual. Anyway, subscribe and ignore Memphis because he just, I don't know what it is. It's something about me filming that get him all excited, I guess. But anyway, if you are a returning subscriber, I love y'all so much. Y'all are the best, supportive, just checking on me, you know, giving me kudos. Happy for Kevin. Of course, we all are at this point because, baby, we've been waiting a long time. We've been talking about this disability for a long time. I'm checking to see if I'm in frame. Okay, so what we're going to do today, and the reason why I'm late, okay, is because I am doing my 1 month ahead monthly video, right? Monthly budget. Y'all, it's hard, okay? It gets to be real confusing. So I had to really sit down and give it some thought. Wait a minute, hold on. So let me get in here. All right, so let's go to my good notes. I had to put a Band-Aid on my hand because the little, you know how when you get a burn, it's like a blister, and then the top came off. The scab, I don't know what you call it. It look all pink and nasty. I'm like, dang, I gotta do a video like this. So anyway, so now the problem with this month ahead budget, and it's not a problem, it's a great problem to have. Don't get it twisted, okay? But when I'm doing my March budget, okay, I had to figure out, I had to put the bills that I'm going to pay this month, right? That's the money that I already had put up, okay? But then I also got to do the bills I'm saving for next month, okay? Because it's all in this budget. I still got to pay the bills even though I'm a month ahead. So I was like, how am I going to do that? So this is what I came up with. Today is the 3rd, okay? So my full-time, I'm budgeting $6,290. That's normal for me. And then I combined Kevin's contribution and my son. And so Kevin already got his March disability check. I'm like, okay, y'all not playing now. Y'all got us in there. Now y'all gonna try to do us right. So I put that I had received that already, right? Then I found out my YouTube is only $115. Well, it's a little more than $115, but I'm rounding it to $115, which is fine. And then March bills, okay? So we had put up, I want to say, $850 for March bills, right? And what ended up happening is we ended up getting a new bill, and this is wrong. Let me change this now. We ended up getting a new bill, but luckily my student loans is still in forbearance. I got 1 more month. They don't start till April, but we had put the money up for it, okay? So that is basically out, offset this storage bill that we were anticipating on having, okay? So for the month of March, we had put up $850, I think, but we only needed $800, okay? So I moved the $800 into my budget because I need to account for that money so I could pay these bills, okay? And I have to get it into my operating account because that's where all my auto pays are, okay? So all of that added up together. Let me double check this because I've been doing a lot of doggone erasing, and that's why I like my digital budgeting, because I can erase. My heart's content, I can just erase. Okay, $83.30. I keep pausing, y'all, because I'm starting on a new medicine, and it makes me very burpy, gassy-like. All right, I know that was TMI, but I'm not going to burp and just not edit it out. Okay, so what I decided to do is I decided to list my current bills first, right? So the current bills that I'm listing first, these are the bills that I'm a month ahead on, technically. All right. So we got a storage bill that's $105. I thought it was $95. We have Fetch, which is Memphis's pet insurance. Both of these already came out already. The Fetch was $106.05. Some of the subscriptions have started coming out, but of course not all of them because they go throughout the whole month. And then NailNet is my student loan, which I have at 0 because it's still in forbearance until next month. And then AT&T, I'm guessing because I went back on auto pay, so my bill should go down a little bit, but I just don't know exactly what it is yet. But I'm budgeting $320. Hopefully, it might be a couple dollars less. Okay, so that's my March bills that we are a month ahead on. Now, if you've been following me for a while, I have some bills. I live at home with my dad, all right? And together, I'm making an additional principal payment on the house so we can get the house paid off early, all right? We're right about 6 years out, 7 years out, all right? Also, my dad bought a car for me when Kevin was sick the first time and our finances were just amuck and crazy, and I didn't even have transportation. You can look back at some old videos and see all about it, but I didn't have any transportation, and I flew up here to see my mom had gotten sick. Kevin was still doing radiation in Tennessee, and I flew up here to see about my mom, and she ended up passing away like 9 days after I got here. And in the midst of that, because I didn't have transportation and no money, our credit was jacked. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 for you all. My dad went out and purchased me a new car. All right, that's all in videos. But I pay the car note myself. He put the down payment. He got it completely in his name and used his credit because I'm a daddy's girl and he was not going to have me out here bogus. So I pay the car note. Okay, so this MCICD, I started using initials because people were starting to make comments and ask questions, which I kind of thought was not anybody's business. Like, I feel like we're transparent enough sharing our income and sharing our budget and our bills, but I just feel like I would never just go on somebody's page or somebody's budget and question why they doing what they doing with their money. That's not my business. I'm just going to watch. Whether I agree with it, that's none of my concern, okay? So this number includes a principal payment, my car note, my insurance, another car note that I'm not going into detail about, and then my dad helped me do a debt consolidation, right? Instead of me going through a company, he loaned me the money to pay off all my credit cards at a much reduced interest rate. But it was also benefiting him because it was a higher interest rate that I'm paying back that he gets with the money just sitting in the bank. All right, I'm not going to say nothing else about it. So the total that I give him is $3,000 a month, which I split in each pay period. I give him $1,500. So I have that on here twice. That took a long time to explain, but that's what's going on. And then April bills. Okay, so me and Kevin agreed upon some bills that he would pay now that he has disability, right? So out of this $720 that he takes out of his disability check, and I don't budget his money. He just gives me this amount that we agreed on, and the rest of it, he does what he wants with it, okay? But this is definitely not his whole disability check. All right, so out of his $720, I give $300 of it toward the principal payment on the house. So we're just kind of speeding it up even faster. And then $420 of it goes to the bills, which is, these are our bills. We don't have nothing else. So these bills, right? So $420. I already put that into our Capital One savings account because I don't want it sitting in envelopes because I'm not even using it till next month. So it's in the bank. Now, we had $50 left because I only needed $800, right? So I'll show you a screenshot. I call it halfway there. Those are our bills for the next month. I should have changed it to 1 month ahead. That makes more sense. But it's the 50 that we had left plus the 420 that Kevin gave me, okay? Now, keep those two numbers in mind. So the storage now is 105. I know what that is now. Then fetch insurance is 106.05. I just rounded to 110. All right, subscriptions is 260. My nail net will be back, and that's 205. And then hopefully the AT&T bill will be 320. All right, now that adds up to roughly $1,000. Okay, I see a mistake already. Right now we have 470. So I'm just gonna take care of the balance, which is 530, not 430. Now, why did I do that? Now I gotta change everything. Okay, so what's left is 530, and that's what I'm gonna do for the month of March over 2 pay periods. So now I gotta change all of this crap. All right, but that's what happens, and I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is because now the total here is higher. It's $43.15. Let's make sure. All right. This I should just go on budget it, but excuse me. $43.15. And then from the $83.30, that's $40.15. So I gotta erase this. And while I'm here, I'm gonna erase this and this because it's gonna be different. Okay, so this is $40.15 that's left. We bring this down, $40.15. All right, so $40.15. Then here's my spending for the month, not for a pay period, for the month, $600 and $600. So $40.15 minus $1,200 is $28.15. All right, so let's erase this up here because we got to bring this up here. $28.15. All right, so you guys know I have a new grandbaby on the way. My daughter has moved back home. She is no longer working until she has the baby. She's super, super big, super, super miserable. So I took it upon myself to just encourage her to just stay off work till she has the baby. So in order to make that happen, I'm calling it baby necessities, but it's just money I'll plan to help her out with whatever she needs. So it's $400 for the month, which is going to be $200 every time I get paid. You can look back at videos and see that I've been putting $50 up every time I get paid for my grandson's savings account. This is different than that money up there, all right? So I did create just a few sinking funds, nothing major. But it's just, I'm going to start putting like little bits aside for my daughter to move in the future. I don't know when that is, but I'll have a little bit there to help her out. I'm going to start putting $50 a month aside for Memphis. I'm going to put $20 up for holidays, as any holiday outside of Christmas. I'm going to put $50 up for my daughter and son to have their reception because they got married last year. You saw it in the courthouse, but they still want to have a reception. And then I'm going to put $40 up for Christmas. All right. This is all per month. All right. So per payday is going to be split in half. Then I'm going to be putting $200 to my personal savings account. And then we'll add $500 to our emergency fund. All right. So let's see where we are because I think this number is going to change because you can look down here for debt. My platinum, I paid all my credit cards down to 0. So anytime I use them, I'm paying them off before the statement date. So this Platinum Capital One card, it has an $80 balance, which I'm going to pay before it reports to the credit bureau, so it can always be at zero. All right? So that's what I'm going to do for that. So what I'm going to do is, we got $28.15 up here. So I'm going to subtract this 80 because I need that left when I get through. Okay, so minus 400 for baby necessities, minus 100 for my grandson, minus 40, Lexi, minus 50. I'm trying not to show my Band-Aid, minus 20, minus 50 again, minus 40. Okay, minus 200 for my savings and minus 500 for the emergency fund, 1371 for challenges. That's a lot. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1,000 of that and just put it straight into our emergency fund because that's a lot left over for some reason. All right. So let's see here. So 1371, that means this total is 28.15 minus 80, because that's what I need left. 27.35. And that leaves us with 80. And then the 80 I'm going to pay to my Platinum card there. All right, so here's my total inflow, which is my total income is 83.30. So let's add up our categories. 43.15 plus 1,200 plus 27.35 plus 83.30. So minus 83.30 gives me a zero-based budget. Ooh, I hope y'all understood where I was coming from, because this was a lot. I still got to go back now and change these. Look at my payday budgets. They easy because everything, you know, is condensed for the monthly, right? But I got to change this because 530 divided by 265 instead of 215. But I'm doing that off camera. You all will see that when I budget my paycheck budget, all right? But this is my monthly March budget. The next video that you'll see, I'm going to try to get my planner video out before my paycheck video because I'm holding off because I want to show it to y'all, but I need my planner for this week. It's already Monday, so I'm probably going to sit here and do that now. But anyway, you guys, don't forget, give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And as always, don't forget, I wish you what? Peace, love, and prosperity. Bye, y'all.